So guys, welcome to our channel once again. We have here these 10 questions to answer on the topic concept of living. So guys, this video will be about hormonal coordination. So in short, to stay till the end of this video. So let's go ahead and start with the first question here. It says, which of the following endocrine glands is a master gland? We have A, ovary, B, pancreas, C, pituitary gland, and D, thyroid gland. So guys, the answer to this question is option C, and that's the pituitary gland. So the pituitary gland is also known as the master gland, and that's because it secretes hormones that control the rest of the other endocrine glands. And that's it for this question. So let's consider the next question. Question number 2 here. It says, the table below shows the effects of hormones II, and IV on some parts of the human body, where the symbol good represents effects and the symbol X represents no effects of hormone on the corresponding parts of the body. So study it and answer the question below. So guys, we've seen this table here. We have on each of these columns, we have hormone, effects on heart, effects on digestive system, effects on kidney, and effects on uterus. So the question here says, the hormone responsible for anxiety is A, II, B, IV, C, I, and D, III. So guys, already we should know that this hormone we are talking about should be the adrenaline. So when we check the hormone that has the same effects as the adrenaline here on this table, we'll notice that it's hormone I, which has an effect on both the heart, the digestive system, the kidney, and the uterus. So that's it for that question. Option C is the answer to this question. So let's consider the next question here. Question number 3. It says, which of the following diseases results from the deficiency of insulin? We have A, goiter, B, beriberi, C, cretinism, and D, diabetes. So guys, obviously, like you should have guessed rightly, the answer to this question is option D, and that's diabetes. So let's go ahead and consider the next question. Question number 4 here. It says, which of the following statements is not true about hormones? A, they are transported by the blood to the target organs. B, they may affect more than one target organ. C, their responses are voluntary. D, they are chemical messengers in animals. So guys, the answer to this question here is option C. Their responses are voluntary. So guys, responses of hormones are actually not voluntary, and that's the answer to this question. Option C is the answer here. So let's go ahead and consider the next question. Question number 5 here. It says, which of the following glands secrete a substance into the bloodstream of a frightened person? We have A, parathyroid glands, B, adrenal gland, C, salivary glands, D, gastric glands. So guys, the answer to this question is option B, and that's the adrenal gland. So the adrenal gland secretes adrenaline into the system of a frightened person. So remember, the adrenaline is a fight or fright hormone. So guys, the adrenaline is usually secreted into the system of a frightened person from the adrenal gland. So option B is the answer to this question. So let's go ahead and consider the next question here. Question number 6. It says, which of the following is not a function of insulin? We have A, accelerates the rate at which glucose is converted to glycogen. B, promotes the uptake of glucose by tissues. C. Regulates the amount of glucose in the blood. D. Stimulates muscle to oxidize glucose. So guys, the answer to this question is option D here, and that stimulates the muscle to oxidize glucose. So guys, the insulin does not directly stimulate the muscle to oxidize glucose. However, insulin can regulate the glucose in the blood, that's the level of glucose in the blood. It can also promote uptake of glucose by tissues. It can also accelerate the rate at which glucose is converted to glycogen. But guys, insulin does not directly cause the muscle to oxidize glucose, and that's the answer to this question, option D. So let's consider the next question. Question number 7 here. It says hormones are transported around the mammalian body by A. Water, B. Osmosis, C. Nerves, D. Blood. So guys, the answer to this question is option D here, and that's blood. So let's go ahead and consider the next question. That's question number 8 here. It says, which of the following organs is responsible for the production of insulin? We have A. Pancreas, B. Thyroid, C. Spleen, and D. Adrenal gland. So guys, the organ that is responsible for production of insulin here is the pancreas, and that's option A. So let's consider the next question here. Question number 9, it says, adrenaline is considered a hormone for fright and flight because it plays a role in the pH of the body fluid. B. Controls a fluid content of the body. C. Is used in protein metabolism, and D. Prepares the body for action. So guys, the answer to this question is option D here, and that's prepares the body for action. So that's it for that question. So let's go ahead and consider the next and the last question here. It says, increasing adrenaline content of the blood would be expected to decrease the flow of blood to the A. Heart, B. Liver, C. Brain, and D. Lungs. So guys, the answer to this question is option A, and that's heart. So adrenaline prepares the body for fright and then reduces the rate at which blood flows to the heart, and that's it for that question. So guys, this is where we end this video for today. If you enjoyed this lesson, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you're not a subscriber. Also, if you have any specific question regarding this video, you can drop your question on the comment section below, and we'll ensure to give you a response. So finally guys, we want to encourage you to join our YouTube channel community by hitting the join button below, and we'll see you right there. So thank you once again for watching this video, and see you on the next one.